Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Voice of Crypto's daily live session where we talk about all things crypto, Web3, and blockchain. And these are indeed really exciting times to be in the crypto market. Very recently, we saw Bitcoin finally crossing over the 44,000 US dollar mark, quite an important landmark price in Bitcoin's price trajectory. We'll, of course, be taking a quick look at Bitcoin price action as well as the larger cryptocurrency market cap and some of the top altcoins. But before that, I have a quick announcement for all our viewers, all our audiences. That being that we at Voice of Crypto have started off with $100 giveaway that you guys must already be familiar with. We've already done one round of giveaways, and the winners have received their prizes. And as you're aware, each week we have set around this prize pool, this prize pool for our Web3 communities. So don't forget to avail or be a part of this prize pool giveaway that we have organized at Voice of Crypto. And for the same, you have to head over to our Telegram announcement group. The announcement group's link is left right here in the comment section of whichever social media platform you've joined our live on. So make sure to join our Telegram announcement group for more updates around the giveaway as well as on the Web3 market and how it's moving, be it news, analysis, or price related updates. So, to stay on top of Alpha, do join our Telegram group. Now, without further ado, I would take a quick look at the global cryptocurrency market cap, how it has performed in the last couple of days. We already know that BTC price has been faring pretty well. Global crypto market cap is securely placed above the 1.6 trillion US dollar, noting an over 3% increase in the last 1 day or so. The total crypto market volume has also risen by almost 25%, and Bitcoin dominance has noticed a very decent spike. On a daily basis, it has seen a consistent rise. At this point, Bitcoin dominance has increased to 53.91%. We can, of course, take a look at BTC price action now. We see that in the last 1 hour itself, BTC has spiked above the 44,000 US dollar mark, and a very decent price trajectory for BTC right here. It noted a minor dip at today itself, but Bitcoin price clearly managed to make its way from that dip of 43, and the dip wasn't a major dip; it was just a dip down to the 43.4 mark, and now it's back above the 44 k US dollar mark. We have seen BTC make chart a very decent bullish price trajectory, and on a year on year basis BTC has already gained over 150%. On a monthly basis as well, BTC is gaining almost 25%. On a weekly basis, again, almost 15% gains. And on a daily time frame as well, we have seen BTC go up from the 42,000 US dollar mark to the 44,000 US dollar mark. So pretty decent price action for Bitcoin, the top coin in the crypto market. But this time Ethereum is not behind in terms of the gains race. In fact, we can see that Ethereum, while hasn't noted as much gains as Bitcoin, it has managed to clear some key resistance support levels. And a chart, a daily, weekly chart of Ethereum will further clarify how Ethereum price action has more or less replicated BTC price action. But on let's say a weekly basis, ETH is up by almost 9%, on a monthly basis over 18%, and on a year on year basis almost 80% gains at this moment for ETH. In fact, if we see towards the middle of October, we saw that Ethereum was still trading around the 1500 US dollar mark, and from there to now above the 2200 US dollar mark, Ethereum has definitely covered a lot of ground in terms of price. And so has Bitcoin. We have seen a close correlation between BTC and ETH prices. However, Ethereum is isn't as volatile, at least for this cycle, as Bitcoin has been, as much as Bitcoin has been. But that, of course, can change as more momentum plays out for ETH and as more, let's say, bullish news events take place around Ethereum. Um, BNB hasn't gained a lot of ground in terms of price. Same goes for XRP, but Solana is making decent gains in the market, over 4% on the daily, over almost 3% on the weekly. Cardano is one of the big gainers in the top altcoins. We have seen Cardano gain over 8% on the daily, over 2% on the hourly time frame. Dogecoin has also gained over 12% on the daily, over 22% on the weekly. Same goes for AVAX. It has gained over 16% on the daily, over 21% on the weekly. Tron pretty much like XRP and BNB, not a lot to look forward to at the moment anyway. But these cryptocurrencies right here, Doge, ADA, and Solana, have managed to make decent gains in the last 24 hours or so. In fact, in the last 1 hour itself, a lot of tokens have gained a bit of ground, and we can already see Audi, eCash, Helium, Cardano, FTT being a few. Pepe Coin again has been gaining quite a bit of ground, 44% gains in the last 1 week or so. So, pretty decent pump coming in for a lot of meme tokens out there, clearly. That said, we are almost done we're almost done with our daily we're almost done with our price analysis bit. We will, of course, take a closer look at Dogecoin price action towards the end of our show. But before that, we will take a quick look at some of the top news of the day. And one news that quite a bit of news pieces coming in from the gaming sector. One being that Nintendo patents point to possible new switch in model in 2024. This means that Nintendo could be releasing a new model in the next year. Of course, the market will await such an update. That wasn't it. Just Nintendo also partnered with Sony recently for the Legend of Zelda live action film. So, this is another news that Nintendo made in the last 24 hours or so. Thor Industries recently beat EPS forecast with 0.99%, 0.99 US dollar, despite there being a sales drop in Q1. Other than that, of course, the price action backed days that we've had in the last couple of days have led to a lot of price action related news, a few of them around the futures market as well, where futures traders lost over 160 million US dollar in a week. And these were, of course, short traders that lost over 160 million US dollar in the last week as Bitcoin price rose. In another news coming from a crypto exchange, Coinbase made global money transfers relatively easier by integrating a few new features and updates. In another news, there was the release of the much anticipated game on PlayStation, and I'm sure that you all can place your bets. If not, I will be answering towards the end of this session, and if you have your answers ready, do post them in the comments section right here. But there was a game trailer that has been released, and it's of course a really famous game. There's a bit of cryptocurrency background that is behind the RWA, or the real world assets that will be in play inside this game. So if you know the answer to which game this is, then go ahead and leave a comment about that in the comment section on whichever social media platform you've joined. And of course, if you get the answer right, we can dedicate a part of that giveaway for whoever's got the right answer. But that being said, we will dive right back into our price action for the day, and I will take a quick look at our I'll take a quick look at the comment section just to see if there's anyone who has managed to answer this very question. But I don't see any answers right about now. I will be waiting for any answers about the question that I asked. And before we wrap today's session up, we will take a quick look at our price action, and we'll be seeing, of course, Dogecoin, because Dogecoin has managed to make a swing after a really long time. Of course, there are top cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, like Ethereum, Cardano, and Solana, also AVAX, Avalanche's AVAX, that managed to spike quite a bit in the last few days or so. But this run that Dogecoin made towards the 0.101 mark is absolutely remarkable, and wasn't something that was being expected of Doge in the last few days or so. But we can see that Doge made quite a bit of jump in the last 1 week, rising on a week on week basis. Doge is already up by 22% from a price perspective. Market cap has risen by almost 13%. Dogecoin volumes, 24-hour trade volumes, rose by over 150%, which clearly points towards an influx of retail traders or investors that have jumped in on the bullish Dogecoin price action. Whether this does aid a lot of long term pump or momentum is something that remains to be seen. But for now, at least, Dogecoin has managed to make quite a bit of recovery in October itself. Um, if we if we look at Dogecoin on a year-on-year basis, however, we do see that Dogecoin has only managed to make a recovery from its yearly losses that it has seen. However, it has still a long way to go from the all-time highs of 0.58 that it had made. Nonetheless, Dogecoin has, like we saw, managed to cover up the losses that it made throughout this year. In fact, from October last year to December or November now, we see that Dogecoin has managed to cover a lot of ground in terms of price. Usually, if Dogecoin is able to break above the 0.12 resistance, Dogecoin, and we can see that it has acted as a resistance, not once but more than a few times. So if Dogecoin is able to clear this, and if there's a bit of support from the Doge army, from the retail side of the Dogecoin section, we can of course see a lot of pump for Doge. But for now, of course, I have a quick disclaimer for anyone who's joined right by now. None of what we say on these sessions or what our guests say in these sessions is financial advice. So always do your own research in this market, and always remember to only invest in the market what you can afford to lose. Cryptocurrencies are, of course, a highly volatile asset class. So do your own research, and as long as you're doing that in this market, you can play it safe. And this is all in today's session. Thank you so much for joining Voice of Crypto. I'm your host Varuni, signing off for the day, and we'll see you tomorrow with another exciting update. And for anyone who's answered the question that I asked, I will be waiting on the Telegram group. We'll be looking out for the answers to the question that I asked between the session. That being a rather big game has released their trailer. There was a trailer drop of a rather famous game that happened yesterday. So let me know what that game was. If you got the answer right, we will make sure to send across from the prize pool of that we dedicate here at Voice of Crypto. Thanks again for joining us, and it's lovely always to interact with the Web3 crypto communities. This is all for the day. Please join us tomorrow for another really exciting session. But for the day, we're done. Bye bye. Thanks so much for joining us.